He invited his ex-wife to his wedding for one reason only: to humiliate her. He wanted everyone to see that the woman he once called useless was now alone, broken, and forgotten. He was sure she would come quietly, eyes lowered, dressed modestly, carrying the weight of regret. But when a white limousine stopped outside the church, everything changed. The door opened. She stepped out holding the hands of 4 children, and the groom dropped the ring, because in those children's faces, he saw himself. Daniel Cross was a well-known real estate businessman in Chicago. By his mid-30s, he had everything people admired: money, luxury, influence. Glass offices, black cars, a name that opened doors. People said his life was perfect, but Daniel believed something was missing: an heir. His wife, Alina, was nothing like him. She was quiet, educated, gentle. She married him for love, not status. For years, they hoped. Doctor visits, prayers, silent nights. 8 years passed. The house grew bigger. The rooms multiplied. But the silence remained. One night, Daniel finally snapped. He slammed medical reports on the dining table. His voice shook with anger as he spoke about friends traveling with their kids, laughing, living full lives, while he returned every night to a quiet home. Alina softly suggested more tests. Doctors had said there was still hope. Daniel laughed. He said hope had ruined his life. Then he said the words that shattered her soul: "A woman who can't become a mother is just a burden." Alina tried to explain. She cried. She begged. The next morning, divorce papers lay on the table. No counseling, no discussion, just one sentence: leave today. That night, Alina walked through freezing streets with a single suitcase. Phone off. Heart numb. She knocked on her college friend Maya's door. That was where she finally broke down. Weeks later, Maya took her to a hospital. Full tests were done. When the results came, the doctor looked at Alina calmly and said, "You're completely healthy. There has never been an issue." Alina trembled. Years of shame. Years of blame. All lies. Instead of breaking, she stood up. She returned to school, studied nursing, worked nights, tired but rebuilding. That's when she met Luke Walker, a widower, father of 2, quiet, kind. He never questioned her past. He simply said she wasn't broken. Trust returned. Then love. Their wedding was small, simple, peaceful. 2 years later, Alina became pregnant. First, twins, then triplets, then 4 babies. Around that time, an invitation arrived. Daniel's wedding. He had sent it intentionally. He wanted her to see what he had won. On the wedding day, the church buzzed with excitement. Until the white limousine arrived, Alina stepped out with 4 children. Luke stood beside her. Daniel's face drained of color. His mother froze. His bride stepped back. Silence swallowed the room. Daniel stared, struggling to breathe. "Whose children are these?" he asked, voice shaking. Alina didn't rush. "They're mine," she said calmly, "and their father is my husband." Luke stepped forward. "I'm Luke," he said. "Alina's husband." Daniel's mother whispered something about doctors, but stopped mid-sentence. Daniel remembered the night he threw reports on the table. The words he used. The woman he discarded. Now she stood before him with 4 lives in her hands. "You invited me to shame me," Alina said softly. "I didn't know," Daniel stammered. "I truly didn't." "You never tried to know," she replied. "You judged before listening." People in the church watched openly now. Some cried. Some looked away. Daniel's mother stepped forward, hands trembling. "If we had known—" "You should have known," Alina interrupted gently. "But you chose silence." Daniel's bride, Katie, was crying. "So what am I?" she asked him. "A replacement?" Daniel couldn't answer. Luke moved the children behind him. "We're not here to create a scene," he said. "We're here to show that truth can't be buried." Alina looked at Daniel one last time. "I didn't come to hurt you," she said. "I came to show my children their mother was never weak." She turned to leave. "Alina, wait," Daniel cried. If I had tested myself, if I had stopped you, she paused but didn't turn around. When apologies come too late, she said, they're not forgiveness, just regret. She walked away. Outside, the limousine waited. The children laughed. Luke opened the door. Alina looked up at the sky for a brief moment, eyes wet. Thank you, she whispered. The car drove away. Inside the church, the wedding collapsed. Katie removed the ring and left. Daniel stood alone. That night, he returned to his large, empty house. For the first time, he cried. He realized God hadn't punished him. God had shown him a mirror. Months later, his business declined. Deals fell through. Friends disappeared. Meanwhile, Alina's life filled with peace. 4 children. A loving husband. A heart no longer seeking approval. Some people learn after losing everything, and some watch others win, only after they let them go. Alina chose to win.